Hey guys, it's Lex
and Courtney,
and you are listening to another episode of The Pleasure's All Yours. We are here again encouraging sexual liberation in the Black and queer communities. This is a safe space where we want queer women and femmes, people that look like us, to come and learn, talk, and really just discuss how the pleasure is.
It's all yours, baby.
What's up?
Oh my God, bitch, we're back in the studio.
We are fucking back in the studio. It's been a month. I feel like I'm home, you know? Like, and the sun is out outside.
Yeah.
It's a good time over here.
I feel okay with being on candid camera now since we're in front of the studio camera.
Yeah, for sure. If you can see, if you're watching on YouTube,
yes,
we have some very special guests today.
Yes.
We have Sir Athena to our very right, and we have Crystal to our left. Hi,
yes.
Welcome in. How are you guys doing today?
Hello.
Good.
Good
A little
evening.
nervous. But
Yes.
A little nervous.
It's okay. We won't poke and prod too much, you know.
I don't know.
Except for this one, she might.
I'm so excited you guys are here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Here for it.
Here.
Yes.
And why are you here? Can you tell me what you do, Sir Athena?
Ooh. Okay.
Everything.
Quite a bit. So I specialize, number one, in impact play.
Mm-hmm.
So that is anywhere from using floggers, which is the main thing that I use, to paddles, could be whips. I actually recently got a chain flogger made for anyone that, of
custom
course,
made.
Yeah, custom made. Most of the floggers that I use mostly come from Etsy, so they're high quality anyway. But that one in particular is completely custom to me.
I love that.
So
Hey.
And Crystal, why are you here today? What do you do?
Well, I do a variety of things, but I flow mostly in subspace, / little space. I don't know if you want me to go into that now or later.
We will go into that. Yeah.
Well, yes, I serve as a sub / little to Sir Athena. So
Perfect.
in which she also calls me Little Onion, but
Oh,
we'll get
so
into that.
cute.
We'll get into that later.
So cute.
Okay.
Wow. Well, as per usual, unless this is your first time listening, because we have a really juicy episode, we do like to start our episodes off with a pleasure moment, which is basically just something in the week that brought us pleasure. And we'll just go in a cute little this way.
Yeah.
Left of the dealer.
Left of the dealer.
Left
Okay.
of the dealer.
Cool. I will go first, child.
Oh, I didn't go.
Oh, well, I thought you were the dealer.
Yeah. But I meant
left of the
after I
dealer.
go.
Okay, so the dealer's going first. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Go ahead.
Okay, so my pleasure moment of the week is probably, there's that 75-day challenge thing that people are doing, but there's a lot of rules, and I don't like being told what to do, so I basically changed the rules.
Okay.
And so...
Well, you a brat.
No, absolutely not. This is the brat right here. I do the telling of what to do. I'm not the brat here. That's her. But I lost my train of thought.
No,
what was
so
I
you're
saying?
doing 75?
75 days, yes. Okay, so 75 days, and usually it's like a self-help book. You have to read a self-help book like every week, blah, 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 blah. But my goal for myself was to at least go to the gym for 30 minutes for 75 days straight. So I can like make the habit, I'm trying to have better habits. So I want to have that habit. So I'm just going, and today would make day 7. I'll go like right before dinner, but today would make day 7. I'm apparently going to get a little treat when I get to day 10, which
That's a perfect motivation.
exactly. I love getting a little treat.
Yeah, I'll do anything
Yeah,
for you.
exactly. So there's that. So I think that's my pleasure moment, is like holding myself accountable to like make sure I go. And we all talk shit about social media, but I'm kind of using it as like a accountability tracker.
Okay.
So if it's like day 12 and you don't see that I posted that I went, you need to be like, bitch, did you go to the gym today?
Okay.
And that's it. I don't like disappointing people, so
Heard. Yeah. So you're just like documenting your 75 day.
Yeah.
Are you reading a self-help book?
No, I'm reading a lot of lesbian romance novels though.
Same thing. Same thing.
Lots of those. I am.
You're reading.
I am. I be at my desk and they be talking about pussy and all this, and I'm like, like freaking out in my chair. I'm like, oh my God, this sounds so good.
spicy.
I wish I was doing this right now.
And hearing it as audio form is just.
And I'll like zone out. Like I'll be looking at I'll literally be working, but like my eyes not focused. I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh my God, this is good.
Wow.
This white bitch know what she's talking about.
This white bitch.
That's who wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a white bitch.
Fair. I love that.
Okay.
I can't wait to just continue to hear about your 75 days.
Yeah.
I love that because like consistency is the hardest part. I feel like if you can get to 75, it just becomes like a part of you instead of it being like something you're forced to do.
Yeah.
How many, is that 3 months? Like I guess a little less than 3 months, 2.5 months?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really just like
2.5,
I'm really just not trying to focus too much on
sorry.
how like I don't want to like conceptualize how much time it
Yeah,
is. I just
good
want to
point.
act like I'm counting to 75.
Yeah. That's
I just so happen to also be working out while I'm counting to 75.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, well, Courtney, it's your turn now.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
My pleasure moment this week was definitely going on a trip with my friend to DC. It was really a work trip, but we just kind of made it like a friend trip, you know?
Yeah.
And we tripped at the
Yes.
zoo because apparently you can buy like legal shrooms in DC, which I didn't know that. So we got a few and we went to the zoo and we had a good time.
Did that not freak you out a little seeing the animals?
Let me say, it was kind of sad. Like we went during the
Going
day.
to the zoo does make me sad.
It does make me a little sad. And we had said that. Like I said I didn't want to go to the zoo, but my friend had told me it's a conservation zoo. So I was like,
Oh, so they let them back out.
So they like do things with them. It's more intentional than a zoo. Like they're not just behind bars.
Yeah.
But when I went, they were just behind bars, y'all. So
Unless they release them, you know.
at night, like
No,
night
I
at
mean
the
like
museum?
release them at a certain
Oh,
that's what some conservations do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was more like
Interesting.
just like I don't know, like an ecologically.
I'm thinking of like
sound
Finding
zoo.
Dory, Finding Dory. You know how like
Okay.
Dory got captured and they were like, oh no, they put her in a zoo, but it was like,
A conservation.
and they released her back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never saw that movie. That's crazy because I love Finding Nemo.
I watched it for
Never
Dory.
seen Finding Dory.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think I just felt like
The disappointment coming
is
from this side of the
crazy.
room is so funny.
I didn't want to ruin a good thing, you know? Like I didn't like, you know how they ruined all the live action like Cinderella and Beauty and the
You
Beast.
have to see Finding Dory.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it.
I enjoyed the live action.
You do? Which one is your favorite live action?
Ooh, goodness.
Little Mermaid.
See, I put you on the spot.
Little
So you don't even
Yeah,
know.
Mermaid
because
was
there's
good.
quite a few of them that I can. I will say the one that I just was kind of like, was Lion King. I was like,
If there's any
Yeah.
that I was into, it was probably
I
Lion
did
King.
appreciate Beyonce for the gift though.
Yeah, the 3 lines that she said, lions.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Let's go, lions.
I'm not talking about her role in it. I'm talking about the album
Black is
called
King?
No, that is the visual. The name of the album is
Gift?
The Gift, Lion King, The Gift. Yeah, that's what
I
it's
didn't know it
called.
was Lion King. The Gift. Why are you upset with me? I didn't tell you today that I didn't like Beyonce, and I feel like you're like taking that energy and you're putting it on me.
No, Courtney.
Anyway, let me just finish this goddamn pleasure moment. So yeah, I tripped at the zoo. It wasn't as like awe-inspiring as I thought, but I did really love the bird unit because they had the birds like flying all around you, and I was, you know, so I feel like they were talking to me. Like, and some of the pictures on the walls were like jumping out, and we're like, "Girl, you gotta fly. You can't stay here on the ground, bitch. You are meant to go somewhere."
Yes.
And like, it really did change my outlook because you know sometimes you need a good shroom chick to like
push you. Yeah.
kick you back in like the zone.
It's like a good neck crack.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly like a neck crack.
yeah. I felt
That what it is? That's interesting.
Crystal, what was your pleasure moment?
My pleasure moment for this week, probably yesterday. I had a really good day yesterday. I went on a lunch date and we got lobster rolls, and I love seafood, and that was my first time trying a lobster roll, and then we went to a bakery. It was like an early birthday celebration.
Yes.
Our birthday is on the 27th, but
Yes. Happy early birthday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we went to the bakery and got some pastries. And then me and a friend, we went to the mall and I splurged on myself.
I love that.
Like I got 3 different perfumes and 1 manly cologne because it smells so good. And I was like, I want to smell like that.
Hell yeah.
Maybe some girls will chase me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a few other things. So I was really happy yesterday.
I love that.
That sounds
it's
great.
a little self-care day is what it sounds like to me.
It's
We do
definitely
On a
love that.
Monday too.
On a
That's perfect
Monday.
day
I'm on
for it.
spring break, so.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Athena, what was your pleasure moment this week?
So I am pretty much a nerd, big time. I love anime, and however, I am very, very busy. So my time is a little bit limited to actually indulge. And when I do indulge, I like to binge. So I just like finally had a moment to lay down and watch like 20 episodes in a row of Black Clover.
Oh, love
And
that.
eat Reese cups.
Yes.
And it was perfect.
It's the little things,
Yeah,
okay?
it
is.
Nobody be hearing me when I
Reese's
say
Cups.
that. It's the little things.
Yeah.
Little thing.
Keep you from the edge.
Absolutely.
And that's why we do our pleasure moments, because it's just
Yes.
like, and also I think it just sets you up for a better week when you can like be a little, not grateful necessarily, but look and say like, I can find pleasure in these little things. So even if I have a shitty week, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna binge my anime and I'm gonna eat my Reese's and I'm gonna have my leftover lobster rolls and it's gonna be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Pop them in the air
Fuck with me,
fryer.
it won't be no leftovers, but
Yeah, no, I ate it all. it was
love it.
gone. Went on leftovers.
I love it.
Okay, so clearly we have y'all on for a reason.
Yeah.
I have lots of questions. We have lots of questions.
Yes.
Excuse me.
okay.
Courtney's really good at asking the questions.
I am, but first I wanted to ask an
is.
icebreaker.
All right.
Okay, I'm so
How excited Courtney is literally so fucking cute. Like I
I'm also
can't
a little
take
hype.
it. You're doing perfectly.
What is your favorite kink or fantasy that you have acted out? What is your like
Oh my God.
out of all the ones that you act out? What is your favorite? And we can start with you, Crystal, since you knew.
Yeah, you knew. Hey, you had the first reaction. Like you knew exactly which one.
I don't know. What was the question?
What is your favorite kink that you've acted out?
My favorite kink. Num. So my 2 favorite kinks are praise. I love a good praise kink. Call me a good girl, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever you want. And impact play. So anytime I'm at an event with Athena, I'm like, hey, nudge, nudge.
That.
And she's like, you want to get on the bench? I'm like, yeah, let's go. So when was that? Was it last weekend?
Friday night.
What were we doing Friday? Oh, it was the game,
Yeah.
like the kickback.
Kickback.
Yeah. So we did a scene there, and yeah, I mean, I pretty much got both. I got the impact play and got called a good girl all night.
I love it.
So,
Perfect.
yeah, that was great.
Sounds like the ideal situation for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. I slept like a baby that night.
Yes.
So Athena, I mean, considering you're an impact play specialist, what is another kink? Give me something else.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was about to say, I don't want to go into.
Yeah.
'Cause I do that often.
Yeah.
So one that I did experience, I used to have a sub who was a little. And so one of my kinks, because I have quite a few, is age play. So whenever we interacted, we got into our age play scenes.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to that though.
Yes.
Lex, what is your favorite kink that you've acted out?
I think I say this a lot on the pod. I'm obsessed with my own feet. Like, I think my feet are so gorgeous. So not even for everyone's feet,
but yeah.
my own feet, and like people wanting to like kiss and like worship my feet. Ooh. Oh my God, please calm down. Oh, I love that. I love that. I actually just went back.
I had a flashback.
I just went back.
With eyes rolled. Oh,
Yeah. That was a good flashback.
So there was one day that me and my current partner, we were just like fooling around, but we like wasn't in any intent on like doing anything. We were literally just like fucking with each other, you know? And so, like, she also likes my feet, which is perfect for me, okay? Because when we go get pedicures, I'm like, oh, babe, which one should I get?
I'm like, what color?
Because I know she's gonna be like all over them fucking feet, and I'm like, yes. Yeah. So there was one day where she like let me play with her pussy with my feet, and I was like,
oh
wow.
That was really good. That was really good. Do you know how good?
Not sure.
That's honestly like that's how I feel.
Please,
it got too spicy.
Please. Is this one? Is it this one?
I was trying to pull it down. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was, but it's already tight. I probably
okay.
took it. Wow, that's so crazy.
Okay, well, yeah, but if you have never felt pussy on your feet, like wet pussy on your feet, all I'm saying is you should try it.
Okay.
It's perfect. And I also like she has like these perfect nipples too. So I also other foot was like squeezing nipple with my toes. Oh my God, what a scene.
What was so like were you just like on
I was
your
like
butt, like, you know, like sitting?
I was sitting.
And then like just like this? Like, you like
No, I was like sitting. Okay. I was sitting, but I was like leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
Then I had like the top of my foot.
Okay.
She was like grinding on my foot. And then I had my other one up here.
Flexible.
That's sexy.
And I was like with my toes.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Multitasking.
Okay. Yeah.
I love a good
like
multitask. And here I am. I'm like in my head, I'm like fucking dying. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you're gonna make me come after this.
I don't think I'm that coordinated.
Exactly. That's part of the thing. I'm like, I don't know what to focus on. Squeezing, rubbing.
My feet were no.
Gotta do both.
Yeah. I mean, you're killing it, clearly.
Hey, you know, it's what I do.
Wow, I'm literally not following up with that. But I'm gonna say my favorite kink is role play because I'm a dramatic bitch, and I like putting like myself in a different persona. Like I feel like it helps me go into my sexy self instead of like the Courtney that I am on the streets. Like now then I'm truly like Courtney Noir.
Yeah,
you know?
but she's really hot too. So
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
Anytime.
But yeah, I enjoy a little bit of role play. The last time I did it, I think I talked about it on the pod, but me and my partner pretended that we didn't know each other for a whole day.
Oh yeah.
Like like the whole day. We got into an argument on FaceTime and he was like, okay, I just want to see you. It'll be, you know, something. So he's like, okay, at 3:00 we're going to meet at this bar and I'm not going to text you until then. So you better be on time because I know you're never on time. And we're just going to like pretend like we don't know each other and just see what happens. And we spent the whole day like that. And it was fabulous. And then we went to the car and we had sex.
Oh.
As like little strangers.
Perfect. Nice. Not you just busting it open for a stranger.
I was busting it open for a stranger, girl.
Oh my God.
I was in a bar bathroom and I had a little more class than that. So thank you guys for participating in my icebreaker. I hope you feel like comfortable.
The ice has been broken. Kristen?
I mean, my heart is still racing, but it's cool.
Oh, okay. In a good way, I hope.
In a good way.
I hope it's with excitement.
So you had said earlier that you were little. You consider yourself a little.
Yes.
There are a few different kinds of subs, right? So pets, brats, littles, a service sub, and you align more with littles. So can you explain what that is exactly for those that don't know what a little is?
Yes. So as Athena mentioned earlier, age play. So my little side ranges from ages 2 to 5, and so it kind of just depends on the situation, the moment, and who I'm around. I used to be a little more often, but the dom I had at the time took away my safe space. So my little went into hiding. But met Athena and she's provided a safe space. So my little side comes out more often. So I'm not an adult when I go into my little space. I'm helpless and I need help with everything.
So is that why you brought your unicorn in today?
Yeah, I have my stuffy, which a friend got for me last year or something like that. So I have a stuffy and I have my headphones. My little space at home looks like I have a bunch of stuffies. I also have a sippy cup. I have like a collection of passies. I have this really bad habit of when I get anxious or nervous, I chew on my tongue. So that's when my passy will come into place. It kind of helps calm me down with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
How did you discover you were little?
That was literally what I was going to ask.
I guess it's just always been there, really, because I'm a big kid. Like, I love parks. I have a 3-year-old, and we'll go to parks, and I'm like, move. I'm getting on the swing. Like, I love amusement parks. I love bright, shiny things, candy, and all of that. And then I guess when I got introduced into BDSM lifestyle around 2017, I think I learned about littles maybe around 2019, 2020. I have friends who are littles, and I'm like, oh, is that what I am? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad there's a name, a title for it. You know, I feel more comfortable with it now. So
I love it.
pretty much.
So you said you figured out you were a little from your friends being littles and kind of introducing you.
Yes.
Were you in a kink space? Like, are those friends in a kink
Yes.
space? Okay. All right.
Yes, I was in a kink space, and yes, they've been in all of this way before me. So I pretty much just learned from them. I was introduced into the BDSM and lifestyle through my baby's father in 2017, and he was pretty much like my boyfriend / dom.
Yeah.
And yeah, I pretty much got introduced to everything with him, like in discovering that I'm a switch.
Yeah.
Like switch between sub and dom, or being in control, and things like that. So yeah,
I love it. It's a nice little journey. And how you were saying, like, I'm assuming like just the being taken care of is like the key part for you. Is like yours like the counter where it's like being able to take care of that is like what does it for you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
love it.
And I haven't dove into age play in a while, but when I did, that was really the feel of it.
Okay.
So it was even a new undertaking for me at the time, and it really could have, I think, worked out a lot better.
Yeah.
Because whenever you are entering a dynamic, so a DS or NS, whatever.
Can you say what those are?
Oh, okay. So a dynamic dom sub or master slave, they have, it's a variety. You can be in it 24/7. It's really up to the two parties involved what that looks like, because you have contract negotiations. Subs have power. Subs have power.
All the
and
power.
That is yes, and because that's what the contract is about. It's about you releasing that power to a dom that you trust. And so with my last dynamic, I think that there were things that just didn't work out because I was learning that, all right, there are things that I need.
Yeah.
And I need more time, and that time was very little because her vanilla life was a little bit chaotic. So it was just a bad timing. But I probably would dive into it again one day.
specifically the little, and
Yeah.
is it daddy or is it
Yes.
mommy? Like,
Yeah,
what would
for
you?
me, it'd be daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what is, you said her pet name? What is her pet
Oh,
name?
so I call her Little Onion. And it's basically because she has all these layers. And then, of course, a little onion in the back.
Yeah.
She always
but-
finds out something new about me every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So
Every
I'm just
time
like,
we
oh,
meet up.
something new. Layer, killed,
Yeah.
and so it just kind of stuck. And then every
Yeah.
time I write it, I say Lil and then onion, and then the little onion pops up. And,
And I'm like, hi, sir.
yeah.
So is that what you call Athena?
Sir Athena, yeah.
Athena. Would you prefer that we call you Sir Athena?
It is a preference.
Okay.
It is a preference.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely should have asked that at the beginning.
It's all good.
Yeah, no disrespect, of course. So, being in this lifestyle, it kind of, like you said, with your last sub, their lifestyle was just, their vanilla life was just a little chaotic. So obviously, your vanilla life influences how you can participate in this landscape. How do you feel like, having a child has changed how you move through this space, if it has?
Well, I mean, it doesn't take away from my little side because I'm still a kid at heart, a big kid at heart, So, I have my moments, especially after chaotic, hard days, where I'm just like, okay, baby, you sit here with your snacks. Mommy's gonna come over here and sit with her snacks and just decompress and slip into little space for a little bit, But it really it becomes more complicated when I need to get out.
Yeah.
Like things like this, just trying to find a babysitter. If I need to help sir or whoever with something. So that's really the only complication that it has. But other than that, it doesn't stop anything.
Yeah. Just like finding like a balance between responsibilities and like
Yeah, absolutely.
what you need also.
Yeah. So make sure he's taken care of and then make sure I'm taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Because baby, that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do either of you have long-term partners?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And are they a participant in like the lifestyle?
She is.
Okay.
My girlfriend and I actually we run the business together.
Love it.
So she is the
I
owner
was, yes.
of she's the owner of the Diamond Suite that's located in Duncanville. And we have hosted many different like events there. Or experiences there, I should say. And so over time, we just kind of we grew together with working together as well. She is had a journey of pretty much learning more about herself in the lifestyle and where she kind of fits in. She is a switch, but more left side of the slash, which would be the dom. So you have DS, so the D, big D, slash, little s. So when you say left side of the slash, that is the dom side. Right side is sub side, S type. And so because she, and Lil Onion can tell you, like when we are in work mode, she is also a boss, so she's running one side, I'm running one side. And so everyone that is helping us will go to her if they need something or they'll come to me. But when we're together, we're equal anyway. I am just obviously more dominant in a lot of ways. I mean, definitely in the bedroom. So, and so she can be soft with me when she needs to be. And then the beautiful side about her being a switch is like when she wants to, she'll go color, that's what she, if that's what she wants to do, she'll just go do it. So yeah.
I love it.
And considering you guys are running a business together, and like you said, she's just really involved with your subs and other people in the lifestyle, I'm guessing it's not really an issue when it comes to you having relationships with other subs. Obviously, would you consider that be like a professional relationship between you two? Is it it's obviously more personal than that, but like where do you draw the line?
So, so I personally don't have any subs of mine.
Okay.
So any of the subs that work with us, they just work with us. It's more of a business relationship.
Okay.
I don't have any personally. Like
Okay.
she is not my sub.
Right.
She is unowned, and so I don't own.
Unsupervised.
Yeah, unsupervised until she's around us, and then she is but also protected.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
anyone that is in our circle, of course, is protected. And but I don't. We have talked about, okay, well, us having, me having a sub, even her having a sub at some point. Life is, of course, lifing, and just trying to run the business, not just the venue, but also the group. The group is growing
Very fast.
very fast. And the events are back to back to back. So,
Yeah.
so it's a little chaotic with just that. And then, of course, our personal lives as well. We do Airbnbs. So it's just nonstop. So we're like, okay, we'll give us a moment and then we'll circle back. In the meantime, though, we vet, right? There is a vetting process. It's important to do that.
Yeah.
We have had a dom and sub speed dating events. We're going to be kicking that back
That
up.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's we have a variety of different events, but the
Yeah.
dom and sub speed dating is really good. We had the questions laid out so that you can, pretty much vet this person, and then also, line up what your interests are. So, like for her, she loves praise kink. I can do that. However, I also like degradation. So, so it's a matter of lining up your interests with the right person as well.
Okay. Okay. And like, if you were to get vetted and everything goes through, and now that's time for their first session with Sir Athena, like, what does that look like? What's the initial session? Are you just getting a feel on each other? Like, what does it look like?
I think for anyone, it can look like a variety of things. For me, it's it would be certainly going into that contract negotiation, because the vetting is okay. Like we're discussing, we're getting to know each other. That's what the vetting would be for me. Getting to know each other inside and out, because this is a very serious, lifestyle.
Lots of really personal questions, like
Yeah.
right up front.
Yeah, like there's no reason to hold back,
Yeah.
right? Because this isn't like a regular relationship where you're not like, okay, I don't want to say this or I don't want to ask this too soon. No.
It's like a marriage.
Lay it all out.
Need everything.
Lay it out,
Yeah.
because you want to know who you are getting power from and who you're giving power to. That's really important, and because a lot can go wrong, right? You want to make sure that who you give power to is worthy of that. So when that whole vetting stage for me is done, then it goes into, okay, the actual contract, what my expectations are and what their expectations are. And then for me, it's like, okay, well, everything, for my personal contract, right, I don't feel like I should have something like, all right, sign a dotted line and you're here with me for a year, because anything can
happening.
can happen, right? We can find out that maybe we don't work well together. You know, I mean, so I like to think of a trial period in that, and we kind of circle back and you know, talk about the pros, you know, how it was, you know, that first maybe 30 days or so, and see if we wish to continue from there. So that would be initially how it would start for me.
Okay. Can you give me some examples of what some of your expectations would be? Like what your basic expectations?
So because my life is very just, I don't have a super set schedule. Everything is like it's a schedule, right? But it is, I'm not just 9 to 5, you know, it's everywhere. So I would line up service. Service is big for me. So coming over to my house, you know, doing service duties around the house, whether it be washing dishes, just anything simple of that nature, because that's important to me. And if like with my previous before I actually got into my relationship with my girlfriend now, we did have sex was involved. Now for me, my girlfriend and I are still in the stage of wondering if that would be a factor as well, going into another dynamic. Because I mean, we already have very great sex.
Yeah.
You know. However, there are things that I am into that she's not, and also vice versa. So we are we're talking more about that and what that looks like. But bare minimum, the service, rituals. So let's say for me, or not even for me, but this could be an example of a ritual, right? Like light candles around my home when you come in, pour my drink. When you do come in, one of the things that was an expectation with my last dynamic was she got on all knees and addressed me when she first came in, or got on her knees rather. So these are just some things.
Okay. I understand that. I'm just thinking.
It's like a deep thought.
Yeah, I'm just a
Visualizing.
little distracted. Crystal,
Yes.
what are your expectations of a daddy?
Because that's
Or
also
sir.
important.
Yeah, it could either be a daddy dom or a mommy dom. You know, I've had more feminine and then also mask presenting women. So my expectations are I am very needy and clingy. So just like checking on me through the day, tending to my needs. Like my last dom, she lives in California. I don't know. I don't remember. Somewhere out of state. But she would like send me snacks every week. Well, me and my kid, because you know we're a package deal. So she'd send us snacks. Would check on me during the day. Hey, how's my baby girl? I like movie nights, so you know we FaceTime each other or you know video somehow and watch a Disney movie. So and I mean if you are here, then I like cuddles. So we could just meet up and cuddle for a little bit. It doesn't have to be for a whole day. You don't have to stay overnight, but you know just some cuddles. I am very big on physical touch and quality time. So, yeah. Snacks and cuddles.
Yeah. Words of affirmation also.
Yes,
Honestly, with your praise.
With the praise,
with
yeah.
my praise cards, yes, yeah.
Like I always, whenever I get excited, I always take over. And so I'm going to take a second
Courtney, you're doing great.
to ask you if you have any questions.
No, I will ask them as I have them.
Okay,
though. You
perfect.
ask. I started this off by saying Courtney asked really good questions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
again.
you've been doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I put one in there from earlier. I
awesome.
don't remember what it is, but I think it's at the bottom.
We'll get there. Whatever
Yeah.
it is, we'll get there. Okay, so what does it mean to be a professional dom? Like, what would that title be? Because I mean, I would say Lex is a dom. She
You're so
she
sweet.
gives me all the energy all the time. You know, like that's just her. But like, what makes you a professional? What makes you go on Instagram or have a website that says like I provide these services?
So like
For funsies.
it's for fun.
Sorry, yeah. That's why I would do it.
I mean, well,
just for funsies.
I mean, yeah. So I got into this. Was it 2 years? Come the end of this year, it should be 2 years. But like out and about, right, publicly, and it really just kind of fell naturally to me. You know, my brother, and he had started doing his erotica shows.
That's your fucking brother.
Yeah.
I always forget that. And
That's
then every time I hear it, I'm like, what? But then I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew that already.
Yeah, it's a little funny. Like, it was like, damn, this freaks is in the family. Yeah. And so he started doing his shows. And at that time, I had a decent enough, like, I guess, following maybe on social media. Not from being Athena, but my Boa Allen page. And he was just like, well, you have like the lesbian base, you should do it for just women. And I was like,
Genius.
yeah. You know, shit, of course. And it was, and then that's when it hit me. I was like, damn, you know, there aren't a lot of women only erotica like spaces.
No.
Black at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emphasis on the black, baby.
Heavy
Yeah.
on the black.
So I was just like, it's needed, you know.
Yeah.
And so I had my first show. It was December. It was a Christmas themed event.
So sad I missed that.
Well, that was, you're talking about the Harry
Oh,
Potter.
the Harry
theme.
Potter.
So this
I was
one
sad I missed
was
that.
just a regular, this was my very first show. I did it at the Red Room.
Yes.
And
Shout out Red Room.
yeah, shout out Red Room.
Shout out Red Room.
And I think it was like 25 people. It was just a great event for my first one. And then turn around that coming February, I did a Valentine's Day theme, and I had like 60 people at that one. And then I ended up taking a break, came back in August for the first Harry Potter last year, and then turned around and did another Harry Potter Christmas theme in December. So in between then, I asked a question in a Facebook group once, and I was like, all right, who here is, you know, looking for women only spaces in kink and BDSM? And the post just blew up.
Yes.
A lot of them were wondering, like, is it a group, or, you know, is it on FetLife? Like, where is it? You know, like, what do we, you know, what is it? And at that time, I was just really just talking about Boa's Playpen. That's the name of my experiences. And so a girl on there, she commented, she was like, yes, and we have a group. So everybody pretty much blew up her little comment, like, where's the group? Where's the group? Where's the group? And so she wasn't really answering. And so, because I was like, where the fucking group at? You know? And so
Show yourself.
Yeah, you know, and I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, what's up with that group, man? Like, you know, and she's like, oh, well, I hit the girl up that had it, and apparently she canceled, like, shut down the group. So she's like, I don't know what to do with all these women, you know?
Hey.
Seems like a good problem to have.
Hey, I was like, I could fix that.
Yeah.
She literally just handed you the Rolodex and was like, make it happen.
Pretty much. So at first I was like, yeah, well, I was like, can you contact her and see, like, is she going to like run it back? Like what we're doing. And so, so we were just, I think it took about a day, and I was just like, and then my girlfriend was like, well, why don't you just make one? And I have been a admin of another group. And I did that for 2 years, lesbian group. And I was hesitant to do it at first because I know what it takes. It's a lot of work. It's basically a job you do not get paid for. You know what I'm saying? At all, right? So, so it's just like I was hesitant to take it on because I'm like, do I even have the capacity for that? And so my girl was like, yeah, do it, and I was just like, all right, fuck it. So we created it October 30th, and Lez Get Kinky DFW, and now we're up to 830 members.
I love that.
Crazy.
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
I will be looking for this on Facebook later.
Yeah.
Yes, look it up. I didn't know we were up to 800.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the introduction post this week, there was like 50 names.
Yeah.
I was like,
crazy.
they're flooding.
Every Monday.
What?
Yeah.
You are creating the space for real. So, I mean, shout if you would like to shout it out.
Yeah. So our Facebook group is called Lez, Lez Get Kinky DFW. You'll see the background is pink and white. It's a good way to make sure you know you're at the right place.
Perfect.
Answer the questions because you ain't getting in if you don't.
Yeah, if you don't answer it, I'm denying it.
Yeah. So she's actually on my team. She's a moderator. And she's been phenomenal thus far with helping out at the space and with the group. Amazing. And and then once you do your introduction, you can see everything. We have lots of events, even this weekend. So we have a Friday night. We have a kinky glow paint party.
Ooh.
Where you're the canvas.
Perfect.
So we have the glow paint and little small little tattoos you can put on in our venue. I set up glow lights. So release the black lights, right? And so hopefully we'll have the kink performances with the rope play and the wax play there.
Yes.
But and I'll be doing my impact play there as well. And so it's just going to be a vibe. We have a DJ, we're just going to kick it. So that's Friday night.
Perfect.
And that's co-ed. And then Saturday. Saturday. So when I first started my Bowls Playpen, the other dream I had was I'm going to do play parties one day. Women only play parties. And this weekend will be my very first.
Yes.
Oh my
God. Congratulations.
That's your first one?
My first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's the St. Patrick's theme in a sense. So it's called Get Lucky.
Okay.
Love it.
And we have a home. It's 3,900 square feet.
Damn.
4 playrooms, jacuzzi, a pool table, and a pool. Massage tables in there. It's a huge house, and we have a chef. So, she's gonna have dinner for sale, and then breakfast is included the next morning. So, I mean, it's gonna be
So it's a sleepover.
pretty much.
I love it. And I'm guessing there was a nice long vetting process for the people going.
So, yes and no, because it's only for people in the group.
Okay.
And
yeah.
they're possibly their plus one. So we didn't really have to do too much. It wasn't like a public thing.
Okay.
And so what happens is, number one, you have to do your intro in the group.
Yeah.
Anyway, to even stay in, or she's kicking you out. And so they purchase their ticket. They send me the screenshot of their purchase, and then we add them to the chat. So for the past 3 weeks since we started ticket sales, women have been coming in our private chat and just pretty much getting to know each other.
We're at like 50 or something.
Yeah, we're at
like that
50.
now.
Wow. What's your
52.
capacity?
For the party is 80.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's gonna be bitches everywhere.
everywhere.
Naked.
Everywhere. Let me know
Every
if y'all wanna-
bitches
Hey, look,
everywhere.
y'all doing nothing, so shit, come through.
Naked bitches.
Shit.
Yeah.
Let me check my schedule.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. Like we have one of the contests, one of the ones that everyone seems to be trying to get on to that is a titty sucking cat contest.
Say that again.
Titty sucking.
Titty sucking.
Titty
Okay.
sucking.
So like
And
how much of a titty you can suck in?
like how much you can fit in your mouth?
So it's going to have like what do I have? So whipped cream. So the whipped cream's gonna cover, and you pretty much have to lick all of that off. Oh. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So that's gonna be
Yeah.
like one of our games.
Yeah. Okay. So it's also you have the games ready, you have the icebreakers ready. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That
it's-
sounds awesome.
Sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and so I've had it very organized. Like there's like 17 or 18 rules.
Yeah, we've had a
is there
couple of
like-
meetings already.
Is there like is one of the requirements for everyone to like have updated testing and things such as that?
So the thing about it is that we cannot, of course, with HIPAA laws, require for you to have us to show that
Okay.
to us. However, people can bring their results. If you are going to start playing with someone and you want to say, hey, here's my stuff, you can.
Got it.
I can't require it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't require it to, see it.
Yeah.
So it's, and then the other part about it is like we can say, okay, you all have to go get tested, right? And then somebody could literally go have sex right after they're tested.
That's true.
So it's kind of like, in the LS scene with play parties, it's not something that's done because there are so many ways and, that test isn't going to matter in a sense. And then when you're looking at, women only type of play parties, there's lots of safe ways.
Yeah.
Very true.
Bring them condoms, bring them dental dams for them toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it all. Or just, have a lot of like personal responsibility and ask for the results of your preferred partner.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got them on the PDF because I would just keep it on my phone.
Baby, I
My
can,
chart,
I can, I can log
My
into
chart,
my portal.
yeah.
I can log into my portal
Immediately.
right the fuck now. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. My doctor said you're
Yeah,
good.
and then, and then of course, like I have my strap, I have condoms. I have been to a women only play party. It wasn't this size. It was probably like 23 of us. And the thing about it is like you have to go in with no expectations.
Right.
A lot of
Number
people are, we have a lot of new people that have not experienced this before. So of course we have a lot of questions, and we had a whole Zoom Sunday night. Because I want people to feel comfortable about this, right? Because I'm used to it, but someone else may not be. So we have just a lot of like things set in place to make sure that everybody is safe and comfortable. The rules are there for a reason, and
Have
it's
consent forms and NDAs
right.
and all that. They start acting out, then I pistol whip them.
Yes.
Just kidding. Hey, shit.
Back to motherfucking
Come
layers.
on. Yeah.
I love it. That is an awesome experience. I can't wait to come to one of your events. We've been to, it wasn't orgasmic.
We did go to the Red Room a couple times.
No, there was something else that we went to in Duncanville together. Oh, that was just the after party.
It was
of
yeah.
orgasmic. That's where I met you the first time I saw you doing a scene on stage.
Yeah.
But I think that's
Oh, see, bitch, I'm over here thinking about the after party thing that we did with the Red Room,
Yeah.
and
yes.
that one. That's what I thought you were talking about.
So moving on. I wanted to. You mentioned your brother. Thank you, Lex. You mentioned
Hey,
your brother.
I'm with you.
How is it like when you go home and you see your parents, or you see your family, and you're like, "Yo, what y'all been up to?" And you both just have your stories. I saw Adonis I watched Ready to Love, and so I saw him on the Dallas season, or maybe it was Fort Worth, but one of those seasons last season, and he had a really tough time explaining to people what he did. And I know I have a tough time explaining to people what I do, and I just have a podcast.
Yeah.
So like, how does that fit with your family dynamic?
So my family is more conservative. So they don't witness this of me. And I speak on like my events, my bonus playpen. And then, I mean, they're happy, like they're supportive of it. I speak on the venue and, what we do. But as far as like diving deep in, like I don't go into detail.
Very surface level kind of thing.
Very surface level.
Yeah.
Naturally,
yes.
Yeah.
So it's and it took me also a while to even open up to being more just open about me and just being more public with me as well. Because like I said, I have 2 Facebook pages. One is for my vanilla side people, and then the other is my Athena Allen page. So, so I go back and forth between the 2. I'm really these days more on the Athena side because I manage the group there. My boa is in the group, but just dormant, really. Yeah. So it's I keep the 2 separate, for their sake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think one of my questions was, I remembered it. I know that like there's like a dom training where you like kind of like, I guess my question is, how does that work and what does that look like?
Okay, so like training to just be a dom?
Yeah, like more so like yeah, I guess so.
Like how
you become a dom?
Yeah, like how did
No. I know you can just do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like professionally and like
Okay.
Yeah, so there are different mentorship programs in Dallas that you can go through. Different courses that you can take. So there's lots of different avenues, even down to books that you can read.
Love it.
So, but as far as like going in and saying, yeah, I'm a dom, once you figure yourself out, and this is like a post that I had mentioned before, or I had said on my Athena page, it says, when you are coming into this kink and BDSM community, take your time.
Yeah.
Like, figure out what works for you, what doesn't, what you like. Figure out who you are in all of this. And when you do, don't let anybody ever tell you who the fuck you are after that. And don't let anyone try to put you in a different box than what you know you are. Because it's happened to me. You know? People that were close to me, said things about me, behind my back, saying that I was just a top.
Yeah.
And, but meanwhile, like, they're not doing half of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They don't, I don't have a sub, but I have plenty of subs that assist me, and my energy speaks for itself,
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I always make the comment or ask the question of, are you really a dom, or you just
playing?
own one paddle and the girl call you daddy one time and you think you a dom?
You just playing.
No, because
that's the top.
The energy will speak for itself. Like, I
absolutely.
approached Athena and I was like automatically like, okay.
It fit right in. Like,
but then I have these other people that think they're doms that come up to me and like, oh, make me a drink, and I'm like,
no,
doesn't
this
work like that.
Usually, well, in my own experience, usually the sub comes to you. Like, at least me personally, I don't really be doing shit. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's definitely an energy thing you can feel. And you brought a spanking bench. So I just
We
feel like,
should have
are
really
you
started
putting
with that,
in-
honestly. We should have, like, at the beginning of the episode, you know what? We need to put a disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer. This episode does contain a spanking bench. Okay, go ahead.
Some
So
explicit content.
clearly you brought a spanking bench. So I don't understand why anybody would say to you that you're not doing this shit for real. Because I know probably this whole thing that I'm looking at with these floggers, I see a paddle. This probably costs, I could only upwards of $500, $600 right there just in front of me. So
Probably more than
more
that.
than, yeah, I'm
the
saying
bench alone
upwards.
is
Did
like
you,
400.
Sorry.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
it's 400.
Sorry.
I had some floggers there. One of them cost 200.
damn. Which one? Tell me. This one?
Which one are you pointing at?
The one with the rainbow.
No,
It's probably one of the leatherish ones.
you probably won't guess.
The red one with the tassels?
The fuzzy one.
The fuzzy.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it like...
Was it like custom?
I didn't personally have them do it like to my liking, but it was from Etsy. So
Okay.
but
So
it's-
somebody handmade it.
Yeah.
it was handcrafted,
Yeah.
for sure. Actually, the one right next to it, the Mother of Dragons, the red one with the petals, that was from Etsy as well, and that one
I love it.
a little over 100.
Should you bring these to your? I don't want to touch your toys. Like I just feel like that's your stuff. But
appreciate
I would
that.
love for you to like just while you're explaining it, just show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Just a little sweet little commercial
And
break
I
here.
edit around.
Okay.
So, Sir Athena, you have your toys, your treats, your goodies for us. Can you explain your favorite out of the batch?
Oh, favorite. Wow. It varies with my mood, I suppose.
It really depends.
What are you
yeah.
feeling today? Tell me.
I am, well, it varies with my mood and also with who I am scening with.
Okay.
So I scene with Lil Onion a lot. And she has her moments when she can take heavy impact and when she can't. Tonight is one of those nights where we're going to be a little bit more medium.
Okay.
And so I kind of work with that. So with the medium side of things, this is probably the better option. It's very soft, and I'll let you touch it, but it's very soft to the skin. It can give some heavy impact, but it's not going to give a sting. It's more so a thud. And
Good.
yeah, and so
I love a good thud.
yeah. See, the question is, do you like a sting or a little thuddy? You know, and so mine, of course, give a mixture of both. And each tool has the ability to be soft or hard. It's just really dependent on how you're using it. So I'll pass it around. You can let them.
Let's pass it around.
Hot potato.
Oh, see, in like from here, this looked soft, but it's leather.
Yeah, I was like, it looks like they're heavy
Yeah,
tassels.
heavy. Wow.
Yeah. And then
Nice thud.
Yeah, definitely.
I love a good long handle also.
Yeah, that comes in handy, and again, like any of my tools can be used for ranges.
That would be a good like sensory one. It seems like
It
with the
is.
textures.
It really is. It's honestly a fan favorite, to be honest.
I can
Love
see
it.
that.
Yeah, because of just the way it feels. So yeah, I keep that one, especially for
Keep that thing on me.
like women have not experienced it yet, because they'll see her and I scene, and they get a little intimidated because she's a heavier bottom. And I have to remind everyone, I'm like, look, I don't just go start beating.
This is all consented.
It sounds like
play.
it hurts, but it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Speak for yourself, then.
It's not hurting me. Okay,
Yeah, it's not-
it sounds like it's
right.
hurting me, but
Yeah,
it's not hurting
Your
her.
pain
me.
threshold might be different.
Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah.
once you give birth, like it's a whole different thing too. Like pain, pain.
Yeah.
So like,
I know.
Yeah.
For
you- see, there you go.
Yeah.
Come on, say less.
These are my twins.
Those are my favorite.
I
Love it.
love
These are her
those.
favorite. Yes. I got these through Kinky Hut. You all check them out. Kinky Hut, with a K. Kinky Hut.
Is it a website?
Yes. Freddie Hydro. He's on Facebook. I got these through him. He is a gentleman dom. One of his specialties is wax play, so he's seen at some of my events as well. But those, a lot of people are like, they're nunchucks, because
Oh yeah, I've
That's
seen
how-
you with the
yeah.
Yes.
So that's kind of how they move. And those are her favorites.
It's the smile. It's the
Yep. And then of course the mother of dragons.
that one looks so interesting.
It is.
It looks
It's-
like a tongue.
It's very different. And this was an Etsy piece. I didn't even call it this. This was the name. They gave it on Etsy, and I was like, "Well, I fuck with Game of Thrones, so
Yeah.
And I fuck
Fuck
with
yeah.
Khaleesi.
Fuck yeah, we
Khaleesi,
do.
You know, I was like, I fuck with Khaleesi, so I was like,
All the
yeah.
that's yes.
That's a dom right there.
It's like that Twitter thread that's going on where it's like gay girls be like, or gays be like, she's mother, or this is why I'm gay, and whole time it's Daenerys Targaryen.
And
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, it's not why I'm gay.
Yeah, obviously
I was
not.
gay a long time.
Obviously not. Yeah.
This was 6 years
But
ago.
like you see Khaleesi and you're like, yep, this is why I'm gay.
I'm
Yeah.
reminded.
Yes.
Over and over.
Fabulous
And over
reminder.
again.
Yes.
And I was like, Amelia Clark, yes.
Yes.
So it does have the dragon on the handle.
I love it.
Funny thing is, I went very hard one day and I broke it.
Oh no.
Wow.
So is it more of like your showpiece now more than your showpiece now?
Yeah, so I'm actually revamping, which is why I got the chain flogger coming.
Yeah.
But I did fix it. So now I'm like, okay, it's a lot more stable because I like super like gorilla glued this thing in there, so it's good now. But it had a moment. But now I'm just doing different different types of swings. Like we have sometimes where we're able to practice with each other, and like because she's such a heavy bottom, like I can go a lot harder, and I have more fun because honestly, I'm a sadist. So
I do like I like the sound of a stud, but I like the ouch of the sting for the sub. That's like always my favorite. I'm not gonna like hurt you for real, but if you stinging a little bit, I like it.
Yeah.
And if you're scared, that's even better.
indeed, yeah, she's
Scared in a good way,
Dom over
obviously. Huh?
yeah.
Say
Very
what?
much so. Like,
Yeah.
very much so. And just in your everyday life.
Oh, I missed it. What did you say?
She's, Sir Athena said that you are, a
Oh,
over
fuck
there.
yeah. Absolutely.
You
I
have
haven't
any
got
tools?
yeah.
Perfect.
I have a Sibian, a Bluetooth controlled Sibian. So
Wonderful.
one thing I had a sub for a couple months, and it was so funny because I met her in a store, and like she has a dom that was like traveling for work, and so one of her tasks for like the month was to get like a femme dom, and so we met and it just kind of happened. But there was like a lot that was like a lot of plays because she's an impact slut, like she loves it, and if she didn't have bruises, that's when like she didn't like she liked really heavy play. Yes. And she's like, I want to be bruised, like I need, like that is like something I actually need. So that was very fun for me because I got to test like the different limits and stuff. But I got to do all of these like tools that I've had that like people who do identify as sub don't go as extreme as like I'm wanting to go. So it was really nice that she was like, oh yeah, fuck me up. Like I want you to fuck me up. I'm like, oh bitch, hell yeah. So like there was one day I just went over with like a whole bag of stuff. I have like some electricity play things as well. And even like the little one that makes you be the conductor of it. So I have that one too. So I just have a lot of different things. And like having the Sybian and it being Bluetooth was like one of my favorite things because I could just sit real cute in my little outfit in a little chair and just glass of wine or a blunt or something and just like control it and like literally laugh at you. Like I'm a little crazy. There was one, the opera girl. I also got to dom her quite a bit. And she was like 6 foot. Like it was just crazy. You wouldn't have looked at her and thought that she would let me do the things that she let me do to her. But that was like one thing. Now I forgot where I was going to. I had so many flashbacks. There was one day I showed up to her house and like it was raining. Oh my God, this was a fantasy of mine. It was raining. I didn't tell her I was coming, but it was raining. I had a big jacket on. I had like this leather lingerie thing underneath with like all these harnesses and my tall heels and everything. I did my face and everything. It was like a whole thing. And I was bald at the time. And the bitches love the bald head. So they love a beat face and a bald head. So I like showed up, I had a bag and like I had all these things. And I just remember when I showed up and she like walked in, she was asking if I wanted some water. And I like was just taking my jacket off. I was like putting on the thing. And she like turned around and like the way she like dropped to her knees and like crawled over to my feet. I was like, I didn't even have to say anything, you slut.
Oh, yes.
It was perfect.
Love a good slut.
Yeah. It was perfect.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really love but like, I like when people let me like beat them up. I like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm manifesting more of that for you.
Yeah,
yes, definitely.
Yeah, because I've really just been, I kind of got coupled up. So I'm not a switch at all. That's not really like what I like. But my partner does make me be a little less like, but I'm still like, no, yes, no, yes, no, like all of those things. So
you're still in control.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
maybe we need to go to one of these playpen.
You should.
So we can find you a nice, tough sub.
Really cute. Like a little cute, little sweet one.
Hey.
That can take some hits.
That can take
yes.
some hits. Yeah.
Come on over, girl.
Yeah.
It's 800 people.
Oh, I will be looking it up as soon as we finish recording. Like, absolutely.
Gotcha.
While we are at this portion with your toys out, I would love to
get a demo.
Get a little demo of Crystal getting your ass beat.
Okay, all right. So we are gonna go a little light.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
there's something called a sub drop.
Yeah.
And
don't want to go too deep into it. Then
that I have to do tomorrow. I won't have the capacity to go into sub drop. So so we're gonna go a little light.
Absolutely.
Just some little cute, little fun for the people.
But catch her on a different night.
Yeah. Like Saturday.
One day we might. I mean, we love a good collab. So, we're always like, we did just host our first event as well, which went swimmingly. Awesome. So if you ever do need like 2 hot, sexy hosts to just keep the vibes going.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
We're also having an event for my birthday on the 23rd.
Ooh, yeah.
There'll be some kinky stuff going on. You can see me take some pain then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. March is a good month over there.
Okay. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You'll see everything in the group too.
Perfect.
We're pretty good about posting it. Crystal actually has our partner group, which is Vox Revamp. Yes. And that's the co-ed version.
It's verbal orgasm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been listening to them sexy audiobooks, girl. I'm telling you. There was one and it was a British person narrating it. So it's like this sex scene, but with a British accent. They didn't say anything weird though,
Play with your pussy, baby.
Oh fuck.
What? You don't like that? It doesn't sound as sexy when I do it.
Wow. That's actually pretty good.
No, she does a British accent very well.
Oh, so when I was in my last work trip, one of the girls was British. Like she had come from EMEA to
Did
here.
you ask her to rate your British accent?
Yes, I did. And I kept slipping into the British accent. And like, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not making fun of you. Like, it's so natural for me. I hear you and I just want to talk like you.
Yeah.
So cool. But she said it's not good. She said I'm from South London. That's what
Okay, there you go. So now when we go to the club and I cue you to lie.
Okay, yeah. You already know where I'm from, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Crystal, thank you so much for letting us in on that like really intimate scene. Thank you, Sir Athena, for providing the scene.
Yes.
How do you feel, Crystal?
I feel great. I feel like I could go to sleep.
I literally was thinking that. I was like, you look like you're ready for a cute nap.
Usually after a scene, I'm like, okay, we going night-night? I love that. I feel great.
Perfect.
Okay, and where can they find you guys, Sir Athena?
So funny thing, my Instagram got like shut down some time ago. So I had to redo it. So now it is Boas_playpen. That's BOAS_playpen. And that's my IG. Don't feel bad that there's barely any content there now, because everything that I do really is mostly on Facebook, mm-hmm. you know, running the group and managing that page, which my Facebook is Athena Allen, like the Greek goddess. Facebook has a thing of not allowing people to find me, however. So the best way to get linked up would be through the group. Facebook. That's easier to find. Lez Get Kinky DFW, Lez being LEZ. And booking me, of course, that would just be going through instant your DM or through my Instagram is fine. So,
perfect. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you guys again so much for coming and visiting with us and showing and sharing. Well, whether you're listening to us on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bitch, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, rate us on Apple and Spotify podcasts, follow us at allyourpleasures_ to see more of our lovely faces and get a few clips of our episode with Crystal and Sir Athena. Courtney, do you have anything else?
No, baby. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.